Facts First presents. Remember her? Take a deep breath before you see her now. It's been over 4 decades since the beginning of the 1970s. There were many actresses back then who lit up the screen with their beauty and talent. Many of these women are still acting today, and they've only gotten more gorgeous than they were 40 years ago. Here are some of the most beautiful 70s actresses whose stars are still shining brightly. You'll also see others who have disappeared from the limelight to live quieter existences. Before we get into our list, drop down to the comments and tell us what's your favorite 1970s TV show. If I had to pick one, I'd say WKRP in Cincinnati. It's actually one of the reasons that I got into radio and eventually voice work. What about you? Tell us in the comments. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Goldie Hawn got started as a regular on Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. From there, her career flourished. She appeared in many comedies over the years, including There's a Girl in My Soup, Free, and Overboard. She even proved that she could handle dramatic roles, like starring in The Sugarland Express and Shampoo. In 2013, she voiced a cartoon character on Phineas and Ferb. She also came back to the big screen after starring in the mother-daughter comedy Snatched alongside comedian Amy Schumer. Morgan Fairchild is not actually Morgan Fairchild. She was born Patsy Alma Claney. She gained national attention when she landed the role of Jennifer Pace on the soap opera Search for Tomorrow from 1973 to 1977. She brought Jennifer to life. She landed guest roles on popular shows including Happy Days, Dallas, and Kojak. When she landed roles on Falcon Crest and Flamingo Road, her career really took off. Today, she's still acting. Her most recent role was in 2016 when she starred alongside Chevy Chase in A Christmas in Vermont. Meryl Streep is an acting powerhouse, and she's been honing her craft since the 70s. For most of the 1970s, she appeared on Broadway. It wasn't until 1977 that she had her film debut, where she starred in the TV movie Deadliest Seasons. She also had a small role that year in Julia. She made her way to the big screen at the end of the decade when she played Joanna Kramer on the film Kramer vs. Kramer. She won a Golden Globe and an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for that performance. Today she still continues to work in film. Over the years, she's earned more nominations for an Academy Award than any other actress in history. She's also actively involved with charity work for women's rights. Dolly Parton began her singing career in the 1970s, and people still love her to this day. When she made her transition from music to acting, it almost seemed effortless. She starred in the comedy 9 to 5 and created a hit song for the movie. When she starred in the 1980s film Steel Magnolias, she wowed the audience and the critics. Today she's still singing, and maybe soon we'll see her on the big screen again. Barbra Streisand began her singing career in the 1960s when she was still very young. In the late 60s, she decided to make a transition from music to acting, and it worked out real well for her. In 1968, she landed her breakthrough role in the movie Funny Girl, where she won an Academy Award and a Golden Globe for Best Actress. Her platinum albums and her acting resume just proved that Barbra was a force to be reckoned with. In 2017, she started filming the movie adaptation of Gypsy. Cher got her start as half of the duo Sonny and Cher. She was a musician, she was into fashion, she was an acting icon, all at a very young age, and it was difficult for her to want to do anything else. Her singing skills were incredible, still are, and in the 80s she started acting as well. In fact, she was good at it. She won an Oscar for her appearance in Moonstruck and later went on to star in Silkwood, Mermaids, and the movie Mask. Today she is still performing, and people from all over the world come to see her sing. Many think that she has found the fountain of youth because she's barely aged. Cher seems to be the queen of everything and has been for decades. Billie Jean King became a household name when she won the Battle of the Sexes tennis match against male tennis champion Bobby Riggs in 1973. In 1981, she became the first prominent female athlete to come out as gay. In 1987, she was inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame. In 2009, she received the Presidential Medal of Freedom. She wanted to use her name to do something good for others, so in 2014 she launched the Billie Jean King Leadership Initiative. It was created to address diversity issues and inclusion in the workplace. She'd made a significant impact on many people, and she's dedicated her life to helping others. The gorgeous Lynda Carter is best known for her role in the TV series Wonder Woman. She played the character from 1975 to 1979. In 1978, she released a pop album called Portrait. Two of those songs were featured in Wonder Woman episodes. When the show ended, Lynda's career continued to flourish. She starred in many movies and TV shows over the years. Most recently, she appeared in the CW series Supergirl, and she's been credited as a cast member in the upcoming movie Super Troopers 2. She still works hard, and she is still gorgeous, possibly even more so than when she was playing Wonder Woman. Diane Keaton got her start when she played Kay Adams Corleone in The Godfather. When she started working with Woody Allen, she became even more famous. She starred in Play It Again Sam, Sleeper, Love and Death, and Annie Hall. Her role in Annie Hall helped her to win an Academy Award for Best Actress. She kept acting over the years and starred in Something's Gotta Give, First Wives Club, and Baby Boom. Most recently, she starred in the TV series The Young Pope as Sister Mary. She's an amazing actress, still looks great, and she has no plans to retire in the near future. Jean Seymour gained international fame when she landed the role of a Bond girl, Solitaire, in the 1973 film Live and Let Die. The role gave her a great deal of momentum and landed roles on TV and film later on. She starred in Battlestar Galactica and The Four Feathers. In the 1980s, she became a famous author after writing a series of self-help and inspirational books, including Jane Seymour's Guide to Romantic Living in 1986, Remarkable Changes in 2003, and Among Angels in 2010. She also continued acting and starred in Wedding Crashers. In 2008, she teamed up with Kay Jewelers to create the Open Heart Collection, still a big hit today. She also hit the big screen again in 2017. Jane is a talented woman and still incredibly beautiful. Olivia Newton-John is probably best known for playing the character of Sandy in the musical Grease. Many people have seen the movie, even if they don't know anything about her music outside of that. It's a hit for just about every generation. After the film, Olivia returned to her roots as a singer and she released her second studio album, Totally Hot. She never quit on her career, and in 2015 she released a song with her daughter Chloe called You Had to Believe. The song was the first mother-daughter song to reach the #1 spot on Billboard's Dance Club chart. Today she spends her time touring internationally. She's nowhere near ready to stop. Jane Fonda began her acting career in the 1970s, and she started out strong. In 1971, she won an Academy Award for Best Actress for her performance as a prostitute in the movie Klute. After that film, she didn't take on many roles until 1977. It was then that she produced the 1977 comedy film Fun with Dick and Jane through her production company IPC Films. This was considered her comeback film, and her star began to rise again. In the 80s, she became popular for her fitness workouts, and in 2005 she returned to acting. It was that year that she starred alongside Jennifer Lopez in Monster-in-Law. Currently, she's starring alongside her friend Lily Tomlin in the Netflix series Grace and Frankie. Julie Andrews is best known for her roles in Mary Poppins and The Sound of Music, and she killed it in both films. It led to her landing roles later in Darling Lily and 10. Between 1973 and 1975, she headlined 5 variety specials on ABC. More recently, she starred in Shrek and Despicable Me. Currently, she's filming a preschool series for Netflix called Julie's Green Room. When Linda Ronstadt started her music career, she played folk rock and country music at the Troubadour. She wanted to shake things up a bit, and that led to her being nicknamed the Queen of Rock and the First Lady of Rock by the media. Over the years, she made 31 gold and platinum records and won 10 Grammy Awards. In 2013, Linda made an announcement that rocked the music community. She announced that she was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and can no longer sing. She didn't want music to end her career and her passion for life, though, so she started writing. In 2013, her memoir, Simple Dreams, a musical memoir, came out, and the critics loved it. Christie Brinkley. Remember her? Well, take a deep breath now before you see her. Christie Brinkley was the it model in the 1970s, and over the years, not much has changed. She's the only model ever to have been featured in 3 Sports Illustrated swimsuit issues in a row. She was married to singer Billy Joel for a while, and the two had a daughter together. Their daughter followed in Christie's footsteps. She's a model now as well. Over the years, Christie Brinkley has appeared on over 500 magazine covers across the world, a huge accomplishment. What's most unbelievable about Christie is that she has barely changed over the last 40 years. Sally Field's star really shone in the 1970s. She got her start in Smokey and the Bandit, and then she won an Academy Award for her role in Norma Ray. Over the years, she's become a well-respected actress. She really showed off her acting skills in the 1980s film Steel Magnolias. More recently, she starred in Legally Blonde 2, Lincoln, ER, and Brothers and Sisters. Over the last 40 years, she has not slowed down. Year after year, Sally proves she's a force to be reckoned with. In the 1970s, Pam Grier was known for her roles as a strong, assertive woman by starring in films like Jack Hill's Coffee, Foxy Brown, and Sheba Baby. Since then, she has done some projects here and there, and she's proved that she is a very talented actress. More recently, she starred in Jackie Brown and The Man with the Iron Fists. She also starred in the comedy series The L Word. Currently, she's preparing to star in a dark comedy about 4 grandmothers who kill a con man. Linda Gray got her start working as Mrs. Robinson's body double in The Graduate. After that, she decided that she wanted to shine herself. Her breakthrough role was when she played Sue Ellen in the TV show Dallas. She reprised her role in the remake from 2012 to 2014. Her career was not strictly television, though. She starred in a few films including Expecting Mary, The Entertainers, and Hidden Moon. More recently, she appeared in the 2016 TV series Hollyoaks as Tabby Maxwell Brown. She's a very strong woman and a wonderful actress. Kim Basinger got her start in modeling, and that led to her landing a role in the TV series Gemini Man. During the 70s, she landed many roles in TV movies, including the remake of From Here to Eternity. In the 80s, she continued working. She played Lynn Bracken in LA Confidential and won an Oscar for that role. Her role in 9½ Weeks wowed audiences and critics alike. In 2016, she starred with Russell Crowe in The Nice Guys, and in 2017, she starred in 50 Shades Darker. Subscribe for more!